process will be, we'll start the ceremony, it'll be a welcome. Meet us here, bring your family with you, your pictures, you get a picture with your kid, coaches, and then when you're done with that, we'll come back another, 10 yards, start the line with all the seniors. When all 13 of the class is done, we'll have a team picture with all the parents together. We'll have a team picture with all the kids together, and then we'll have a third one with kids. All the moms and the families. Keep it close together. Smile and welcome. All right, very good. All right, JD, ready when you are.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Senior Day 2017. At this time, we'd like to honor all the seniors on the Central Christian College men's soccer team. First, a thank you from the coaching staff to the parents. Thank you for your trust in CCC and the coaching staff in helping to mentor your sons for the past several years. I know that it takes a huge amount of faith that God will provide every step of the way. Your support and financial commitment cannot be understated, and for that we owe you a huge debt of gratitude. Thank you. Coach Hoxie says, I want to say thank you to these 13 players who I've grown quite fond of over the years. They've spent many countless hours with me, and they've all made unique impacts in my life. I will hold a special place in my heart for them. Their legacy will be long-lasting, as they've truly lived by the idea of leading from the front. Coach Stoffer says, I love these guys, even though they are a little fruity. Coach Saba says, I'm so proud of these guys. They are true warriors, genuine people, and great friends. It was an exciting experience to walk by their side throughout these last 4 years. I saw God work in their lives, and I saw them become men, well, most of them. During these 4 years, some leaders were shaped, some jokers established, and the whole group grew stronger, and we became a real family. Everybody loves the soccer dudes. Amigos, you will always have a place in my heart. Coach Enrique says, to all, it has been a great pleasure coaching you the last 4 years. You have truly made a significant impact in my life as a coach and as a man. Remember that now life starts for you as a full-time adult, and that you have to commit and work hard in all you do to be successful. Trust the Lord and keep talking to Him to guide you through life in the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm very proud of each one of you, and I will truly miss you. Coach Matt Malone says, I'm incredibly proud of these seniors. Their winning attitude and hard work has positively impacted this squad for years to come. Thank you, and God bless, lads. First up, we have Mr. Robert McIrving. His parents are Cliff and Betty McIrving. In his career at Central, Robert has played outside back and occasionally played in the forward position, and has entered in 3 games played over his career. Robert has been a faithful servant of CCC and CCC soccer over the last 3 years. He is always ready to play reserve and is also the manager for the men's basketball team. His willingness to commit to a season of difficulty and hard work, never faltering in his unwavering commitment to competition, is his legacy. Coach Hoxie remarks, my favorite memories are second-degree burns, slide tackling strawberries up his back, and shorts with a parka in the snow. Jason says, Bobby, you are one of a kind, my friend. Keep on being you. Coach Enrique closes things. The Bobby Brown, what a lad. I enjoyed watching you on the pitch sliding on things like trees and legs. What a guy. Mr. Nathan Thompson. Parents are Thomas and Wendy Thompson. In his career here at Central, Nathan has played outside back and forward and has registered 7 games played. Nathan has spent most of his career playing for the reserve team. However, he is one of the hardest working players that I have ever had. He is constantly trying to make himself a better player by putting in extra hours. I appreciate his willingness to do anything I ask him to do without grumbling and without complaining. He's a model example of a teammate and will be missed. JD wants everyone to be thankful that Nate didn't overdose on BCAA. Jason says, all I can say is keep your head high like if your nose was bleeding, my friend. Coach Enrique says, what can I say? He is something else. He is a great guy that came to CCC to develop as a man, and he has done that. You will be missed. Mr. Mr. Steven Morones. Parents are Steve and Yolanda Morones. In his career at CCC, he's held down the outside back position, playing 35 games and contributing 4 assists. Steven is a hard-working player who is very physical and is always working for the team. He's quick to volunteer for any task that I've asked for and has been a great teammate. He has a soft heart for people, and that will take him a long way in this world. I wish him success. Jason says, I remember when you previewed with us. Nothing has changed. It was a pleasure sharing the field with you. Dark Tuna says, my other California brother. We have a ton of memories together. The best was the car ride back to college from California. Remember that? Yeah, me too. It was great. Thanks for your honesty with me and for caring for me. But everyone needs to know this one thing. I am better than Steven at FIFA. Boom. Coach Enrique says, humble and a quiet kid. I enjoy his commitment to help in anything he can. Always willing to listen and get better at things. This is something that will make him great in life. Mr. Ivan Salgado. Parents are Isidoro and Martha Salgado. In his career at Central, he has held down the central midfield position, playing 52 games, and has recorded 1 goal and 1 assist. A loyal player to the club, who is known to play through injuries, has been an inspiration for many players who have spent time on the sideline because of injuries. His positive outlook and commitment to the team's ideals are a blessing to everyone who has the pleasure of interacting with him. He has a tactical mind, loves the game, and always puts the team first. Thanks for all your hard work, Ivan. You will be missed. Jason says, Ivan, I've had quite an experience with you, but dude, you have got to pick up after yourself, man. Luis wants you to remember something about Real Madrid in Spanish. I'm not sure. Coach Enrique says, I remember signing Ivan. It was memorable because I not only got to have some awesome growth, but also got to meet little Omar. But wow, kids grow up. He has worked hard on and off the field, always willing to learn and keep getting better. I will miss you, Ivan. Mr. Brian Silva. Parents, Gabriel and Hera Silva. In his career at Central, he's played goalkeeper and forward. In 1 game at forward, he has 1 assist. In goal, he's played 27 games, logged 1,748 minutes, given up 31 goals against, has 82 saves and 3 career shutouts. Brian has been an important player for the club over the last 2 seasons. A JUCO transfer from Arizona, he came in with raw talent and saw that talent get transformed into a stud. He's put in numerous hours in order to improve and has done very well. I'll miss his personality and positive outlook on life. Jason says, man, you have not only saved my mistakes back there, but all of us as well. It is because of you and Tony that we have made it this far. Thank you, my Sarge. You are going to be a good leader in your field. Morones says, you're a beast when I saw you last year dropping dudes in the box. It reminded me to always get out of the way when the train is coming. Coach Enrique says, what a guy. Came to CCC with expectations which he fulfilled completely. I enjoyed his character and playfulness. He will do great in life. Looking forward to the future and all that God has in store for you. Coach Hoxie wants to add as a last second comment, all I need is 1 shot. Golazo. Don't live in fear. It happened to goalkeepers all over the place. Mr. Lorenzo Davalos. His parents are Martin and Davalos and Ramona Morales. In his career at Central, Lorenzo has played the center midfield and center back positions. He's played in 32 games, has 3 goals and 1 assist. Lorenzo came to us with a good resume from Gateway Community College 2 years ago. He quickly adapted to our style of play, way of life, and the culture that we've spent years developing. He's a solid player on the field, always dependable, a big physical presence, and overall a leader. As one of the vice captains of the club, he has expanded his influence and is now leaving a lasting legacy for the next classes to follow. Jason says, I've never met a complete number 5 in my life. But you've got it all. Size, strength, power, but most importantly, good looks. Every number 5 has to look good. I'm going to miss you. Coach Oxy says, you're a tremendous person, Zoe, a leader amongst men. Thanks for making CCC your home. I'm going to miss your eyebrows. Coach Enrique says, I enjoyed you on and off the field. Great leader and humble individual. I have no doubts that you will excel in life. Mr. Jason Arias. Parents Alvaro and Rosa Arias. In his career at Central, Jason has played center midfield, center forward, outside back, and wing. Playing in 55 career games, he has 6 goals and 7 assists. As the oldest player on the team and the longest serving member of the team, Jason has served the team in almost every capacity outside of goalkeeper. A player with a ton of natural ability, talent, a soccer mind, and great hair. He has seen some really bad teams and some really good teams over his time at CCC. His experience at the college is vast, and he has done very well for himself, and will be the first in his family to earn a degree. I'm very proud of Jason for all the things that he has had to overcome to earn this degree. Coach Oxy says, I remember the first time I met Jason. He flew to the wrong airport on his recruit visit. I suppose that this is my fault. Dark Tuna says, I've only known you for about 2 years, and let me tell you, you're the funniest and craziest friend I've ever had. You bring happiness to everyone around you and make everyone laugh. Coach Enrique says, it has been a long journey for Jay. I'm glad that he is committed and resilient to stick with things and succeed. Today you are a senior, and you should be very proud of your accomplishments. Thank you for always thinking of me and bringing me Colombian goodies. A taste of home is always nice. I'm excited to see what the Lord has in store for you next. Mr. Joshua Dalton. Parents Eric and Denise Dalton. In his career at CCC, Josh has played winger and center midfield, playing in 57 career games, scoring 5 goals and 3 assists. Dalton will leave a tremendous legacy at the college and will not be easily forgotten. A hard worker, a jack of all trades, and a bubbly personality are all key traits of his legacy. He has a locker room presence, a larger-than-life goofball, yet incredibly serious. He has taken full advantage of his role on the team this year. Even though he isn't an official captain, he leads like a captain should. First to clean up, first to take responsibility, and first one to volunteer, Dalton is the true definition of a servant. His personality will carry him far in life. Morona says, when I found out that you were homeschooled, it all made sense. Coach Enrique says, I remember when I met Josh for the first time at DBCS camp in Virginia. He had this shaggy hair and just a funky personality. He was homeschooled. Playing indoor, I had to tell him to hit the weight room many times and grow some muscle. And wow, look at him now. He has grown to be a good man that cares for others, and his walk with the Lord is top-notch. I trust him with my home, and I am excited to see him continue to grow. I will miss you, bud. Jason wants to remind you that you could have beaten Jet in goals this year. Just saying. Mr. Gabriel Flores. Parents Francis and Tanya Flores. In his career at Central, Gabby has played center mid and center forward, playing in 51 career games, scoring 26 career goals and 24 assists. He is number 1 all-time at Central for assists in the season with 15 in 2015. He's tied second all-time for points in a career with 76, tied for third all-time in a career with goals with 26. And he's number 1 all-time assist in a career at Central with 24. As you can tell from statistics listed above, Gabby has been an instrumental and key piece of the CCC puzzle for the last 3 years. His transfer to the college gave us a legitimate attacking presence, and he took full advantage of his time here. Despite the numbers, it is his humble attitude that is the most striking aspect of his legacy. He is a great teammate to play with because he is more interested in the team's success than his own. Furthermore, he is always one of the first players to the celebration when his teammates put the ball in the back of the net. Away from the field, his presence is felt in the locker room as a calm and experienced personality, as he has been through it all as a soccer player. He has given everything to the staff and to the team, regardless of personal effect. His status as a legendary player is forever linked to who he is as a person. We will all miss him. Dark Tuna says, Mi hermano, so many memories in 2 years, bro. Thank you for always keeping me in check when I'm slacking off, and thanks for having my back. I still think it's cool that Coach Fogarty thought we were brothers, and that Coach's wife still doesn't know the difference between us and Morones. Morona says, you are my roommate, my brother, the first person to give me a hard time about something stupid I said or did, and I am forever grateful. Whenever I was little, I've always prayed to God to give me a brother because I only have sisters. It turns out my prayers were answered. I just had to come to Kansas to meet him. Love you, bro. Coach Enrique says, excited to see Gabby progress here at Central. He has improved tremendously and has become a good man that works hard on and off the field. He will be greatly missed. Mr. Jake Maples. Parents Sean and Billy Maples. In his career at Central, Jake has played forward and wing, playing in 67 career games with 7 goals and 17 assists. He is tied for 20th in career goals with 9, 3rd in career assists with 17, 15th in career points with 31, and 4th most assists in a season with 10 this year so far. I took a chance on Jake 4 years ago when he came to visit with a bunch of other kids. He was wearing skater shoes, and all he could do was juggle a hacky sack. However, 2 minutes into his first shift on the indoor surface, Enrique and I had to do a double take because this kid was scary fast. Upon further investigation, we discovered his street ball mentality and could see that he was loaded with raw talent. 4 years later, Jake has turned himself into a complete player, a thirst for hard work, and a hunger to be the best player on the field. He gives his opponents fits. Off the field, he's the most positive person alive. A constant reminder that we play a game in college, guys. Have fun, enjoy each other, and who cares what happens after 90 minutes. His attitude has helped to shape the team philosophy for years to come. Morona says, when I previewed you and Saber were the nicest people I've ever met. I was freaked out by how nice you are. Jason added, man, I could probably write a book about our 2 years together as roommates, but I don't know how to write. It's been a pleasure to share cool moments with you. My favorite is when you played the guitar to help me sleep. Oh man. Coach Enrique says, I remember Jake coming to Central. In little time he adapted to the team and he has kept progressing to this day. Always willing to learn, work hard, and stay positive. I'm excited to see what type of man he will become, especially from the Christian perspective. He will be missed. Mr. Matthew Massey. Parents Michael and Michelle Massey. In his career at Central, Matt has played wing, center mid, and outside back, playing in 70 career games, scoring 3 goals, and has 1 assist. Matt is a loyal servant of the program. He will do and has done everything that I've asked of him over the years. As vice captain of the club, his leadership has been invaluable in our current run, but also over the last 3 seasons. On the field, his miniature stature is noticed. However, his fight is fierce. First to the tackle, endless in his tracking of runners in pursuit of the ball. But this chip that he plays with is what makes him so special. I believed in him 4 years ago, and he has never let me down. Coach Oxy says, Matt's graduating this year? Crap, there goes our team GPA. Remember, Matt, in times of great stress, simply ask the bad guy to hold on so you can get your feet set. Coach Enrique says, talking about excellence, here's a kid that excels in all that he does. Excellent academics, excellent athletics, and excellent in learning. I enjoyed him, particularly as my student assistant this year, and house sitter for my dog. I can trust this kid anytime. I'm excited to see how his life will develop because there are no limitations to his capacities to do great in life. Moronas adds, you are my brother. You helped me out whenever I'm going through some tough times last year, and that was a huge blessing. You and your family have been a blessing to me. I'd consider coming back to Kansas just to visit you and your family. You'll be the first person that I'll show my tattoo to. Just don't tell my mom. Mr. Joshua Taylor. Parents Jet and Linda Taylor. In his career at Central, Josh has played forward, wing, center midfield, center back, and outside back. Played in 60 career games, has 28 goals and 20 assists. He is tied for third most goals in a season so far with 14 this season. He's tied for 14th in assists in the season with 6 in 2015. And he's tied for second for points in a career with 76. He's number 2 in goals in a career with 28, and number 2 in assists in a career with 20. JT has been an integral part of the success of the team over the last 4 years. His presence on the field gives hope because at any moment he could pop up with the ball and do something special for the team. When he's on the field, there's always a chance. Perhaps it can be said that if he wasn't such a good soccer player, his numbers would be higher because the coach would stop moving him around so much. Finally, imagine if he had stayed healthy those 2 years. The numbers would have been astronomical in comparison. Off the field, JT is the quiet leader, willing to serve, willing to lead, and willing to befriend all. He is truly a special person that everyone will miss. However, the legacy that he leaves behind will give all future players a target to aim for. Coach Oxy says, Josh, I remember you when you were young and tried to skateboard. You look exactly the same, by the way. But you will always have a special place in my heart. I'm proud of who you are, and my life is blessed because you are in it. Jason says, Jet, my man, going to miss kicking it with you. I'm going to tell my kids that I played alongside a cheetah jet. Invite me to your wedding, homie. Coach Enrique added, had the pleasure of coaching JT in high school and in college. Impressive raw talent with a great heart. I am excited to see him progress in life to the future that the Lord has in store for him. Mr. Adam Langdon. Parents Mark and Jen Langdon. In his career at Central, Adam has held down the central midfield position, playing in 51 career games, scoring 1 goal, and has 8 assists. Adam is the ultimate leader that every coach wants for his team. Having a servant's heart, he will always be the first to volunteer for any job. I sometimes don't even ask him anymore, he just does it. A compassion for those in need, by always giving money, time, and filling emotional needs, regardless of his own circumstances. A fierce competitor by always leading the team in practice injuries and scuffles. A lover of the team, leading bonding events, carrying on traditions, starting new traditions, and befriending everyone. I asked him to come here because we needed a change. We needed something different, a new leader, and Adam was that guy. Being humble, he won't admit to this success. However, we all know that we are having one of the best seasons in recent memory, and it is largely in part of Adam. His legacy will carry on, the traditions will carry on, and the future teams will be grateful as future leaders seek to emulate him. Coach Oxy says, Adam, thanks. We started this journey together when you were 11, and I'm proud of you. Lucas says, Adam, you are a special boy. I am in awe of your relationship with Maddie and how you make use of God's word in your life. Thanks for appreciating me the way I am and being generous and welcoming for Stephanie and Theo. Verona says, I won't forget the times I beat you in FIFA. You can deny it all you want and blame the controller, but I beat you. Sorry, bud. Oh, and you're a brother to me. Thanks for always being there for me. Love you, man. Coach Enrique says, I've coached him since high school, and this kid has always been different in a good way. It is great to see him grow into the man that he is today. He has done great things for his teammates. I am particularly impressed with his ability to lead by example, to present the Lord in all that the program does. I am excited to see him transition in coaching in the future. Let's give it up one more time for this year's seniors. At this time, we're going to pray a word of blessing over this year's senior class. Dear Heavenly Father, we're grateful for these men that have stuck through the hard times and the good times here at Central, Lord. We pray that their example will be one that's set and followed for many years to come, and that they will continue to be influences and ambassadors for Christ wherever they go in life. In Jesus' name, amen.
And now, you guys are probably cold. She's got the car key. Trick, trick.
Yeah. Yeah. I think.
You guys need to pass them on, get your drink.
Right here, it's going in.
Yeah, but it's also kind of cold.
Sorry, some of you can get it back to college.
What you want? Every year, not just once in a while.
Get ready for practice, and then I'll come straight back here. Will you guys meet now? Right, or if you want to. Yeah. Okay, we'll just see where he is, and then I'll just get a picture of him. Great.
It is perfect. It is perfect.
You guys are awesome. Our ears are cold.
Sorry.
Okay, I'll see you after. Okay, alright.
Both signs.